For over 700 years, one of the most powerful documents in church history was hidden in plain sight. Its existence unknown, its truth buried. It could have saved the Knights Templar from torture, humiliation, and death at the stake, but it vanished. Until now. This is the story of the Chinon Parchment, an ancient scroll that exposes political manipulation at the highest levels of church and state. In 1307, under orders from King Philip IV of France, hundreds of Knights Templar were arrested across Europe. Accused of heresy, blasphemy, and even devil worship, they were tortured into confessing sins they may never have committed. In August 1308, 3 cardinals were dispatched by Pope Clement V to interrogate the Templar leadership at Chinon Castle. The result? A stunning document, the Chinon Parchment. It declared that while the Templars had confessed under duress to questionable rituals, they were not guilty of heresy. In fact, the Pope himself granted them absolution and welcomed them back into the grace of the Church. Just a few years later, in 1314, Jacques de Molay and other Templar leaders were burned alive in Paris. The order was disbanded, their legacy smeared for centuries. Why? Because the Chinon Parchment vanished. The Pope's absolution was never made public, a lie that suited one man more than anyone else, King Philip IV of France. He owed the Templars a fortune and wanted their vast assets. So Philip orchestrated a takedown, mass arrests, sensational charges, and a political pressure campaign so fierce that even Pope Clement V was forced to play along. After 1308, the Chinon Parchment slipped into the shadows. Filed among thousands of medieval documents, it was mislabeled and forgotten. It was only in 2001 that Vatican historian Barbara Frail stumbled upon it, correctly identifying the parchment and decoding its implications. One of the most infamous betrayals in religious history wasn't just cruel, it was unnecessary. So was the Chinon Parchment deliberately hidden or simply misfiled by chance? We may never know. But one thing is clear, it tells a story the world was never meant to hear. A story of politics, power, and betrayal, of a king's greed and a pope's silence, and of ancient ink on parchment, almost lost forever, that reveals the truth behind the flames. This is the Lost Chronicles, and this was the secret that could have saved the Templars. Subscribe for a deep dive into the secrets of the Vatican.